Dub in like the computer voice.
All right.
Okay. To me, the gas thing is like, okay. The gas character is like, it began as a slight extension of myself, and then sort of that one part of me grew. Well, let's not go there. Gas is very much like a very childish. Well, he's a kid. He throws temper tantrums all the time. Basically, what he does, because there's no. And he also has bullying elements, because he has no intention of following through with his, threats and accusations and all this kind of stuff. But he does it because he doesn't really understand much else unless he would do that. And just to see where things would go, basically.
Yeah. There's the caterer. And then, as you mentioned, a lot of the times he'll threaten things verbally. A lot of the violence is that I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna see it. And he's very good at explaining, quite explicitly, mean things that he wants to do to people who don't deserve it, people who are around, and the laying blame, kind of like the tattletale kind of thing, is there too. It's a very important element there. I think andre.W takes a lot of those traits because they kind of works in close quarters with him. And he'll kind of go back with it. I don't know. There's also the element of gas. I don't know if you want to talk about it too, but of gas where he'll say something and he'll say, I don't really know what I'm talking about, right out loud, whether it's not really a lack of awareness, but it's an aggression there that doesn't always necessarily have something behind it.
And it's a sort of defense mechanism in a way, because I'm not a doctor, but the same idea. And I also think that in the andre.W character, I see a little bit of instigation there.
Oh, right.
And totally playing the strings and
hoping to raise the ire of his dear friend.
And I think that's easy enough to do. And so it comes out, like tenfold from what was expected.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
As a straight man, that's interesting that andre.W kind of does play that, and he doesn't necessarily try to set things right either. He really doesn't try to bring things back to normal or back to a positive light. He kind of just keeps going with that momentum. He's good at keeping going with it while still providing that counterbalance, basically, for the overall tone.
Yeah, I totally, and the Frank character, while based on a real person that copyright prevents me from getting into that business, but I think the Frank character is an extension of the gas, or has some gas-like qualities, but really has the sort of almost true anger, and he's a loose cannon, as they would say. He's
like the id of gas.
Exactly.
It's like an Incredible Hulk kind of thing, except he's a separate character.
That's exactly right. I think that they've been able to play off of that, even though they haven't really done much. But Frank in the Harley show has done okay. So
Harley's in the back seat there. I don't know if she'll be saying much. Right, Boo? Got anything to say?
I don't know. These jokers just put me here and there. I'm pretty much calling them to get all the shit on my rider. You know what I mean?
I don't know, the PCC said as long as she gets everything that's on her rider, it's usually pretty simple. Watermelons, trampoline with her name embroidered on it. And she, actually, funny enough, she plays the part of instigator, she being my dog. She kind of plays an extension of that successfully in that, I don't think you're getting her. In that, not that it really matters.
Get away from me, jerk off!
In that she instigates Frank quite a bit. And really, they kind of pair up kind of like andre.W and the Gas do, in that he's the one that's really kind of off the handle. Oh, there you go. And she's one to play off that. She would be the straight girl, but it's just too much fun to get him riled up and get him going. And she does that pretty consistently.
It's been well, and it's easy to do.
Right, exactly, because he's always got his fuse just about lit. And it's really just a matter of pushing him right over the...
I think that you brought up the interesting thing about the rider, which is sort of like it's like, you know, it's like a, you know, a rabbit only doing tricks for a carrot or something to that extent. It's because it really all comes down to the writer, right? Because basically, you know,
she doesn't really get any personal, like, psychological satisfaction from doing a show.
No, not at all.
As well be lying in the grass.
You know, and maybe being more productive.
Right. But then again, you might say the same thing about andre.W and the gas, because especially you see in season 2, really all they want is freezy pops and like pizza and, you know, free food.
It's there's an element of
Part 2.